career.
Up this valley here to the right. That looks interesting.
Oh shoot! There's a big mountain right up ahead. You guys got to pull up.
Climbing way up.
Way up.
Yeah, I got to climb at 120 knots. Got you at 5 o'clock, Teresi.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, that's actually clever. I'll go that way too. He says as he's about to crash into a mountain. Oh, this isn't going to be good.
This is a little suicidal.
Yeah.
This is where you do a shuttle climb. Or you try to.
Come over my way, there's a saddle.
I don't like looking at mountains and hearing the stall warning horn. No.
Yeah, veer right, mate.
Well, if you veer, you lose lift.
You hit a mountain, you lose lift too. I have discovered.
Well, it is the terrifying reality of mountain flying. You do have to plan ahead. Because if you can't turn around, then you just have to land as softly as you can into the side of a mountain.
That was close. I had the stall going off and it came 15 feet over that saddle I just cleared.
I'm 80
That-
knots over this
That
saddle.
was close.
I'll take
Yeah.
10 of those
Up there.
at the top of this valley here. Whew.
That was a bit close.
Climbing at 2,374 knots. Oh, come on. Stall, stall, put the landing gear down.
500.
You
500.
have that saddle, Trent?
I'm doing a shuttle climb up. I see that saddle though, yeah.
Yeah, I got over at about 80 knots. Just skimmed over the top.
Oh, now what?
I went wide where you went before, Trent, and just kept climbing, and I made it through there at 100.
Yeah, I couldn't make the turn. I was too slow already.
Yeah, you cut it short. That's why I fly back behind everyone. I just learn from all your mistakes.
Yep.
And look like I know what I'm doing. An illusion.
There's a nice canyon here.
There are no nice canyons in here.
Oh yeah, I got one here.
Actually, good fun is going down a canyon, actually.
I think we need to launch a rescue mission for Charlie Fox there.
Yep. Knee deep in the snow.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go south and then around, go back into VNDP.
Oh, Trent, you made it.
Yep. I mean, I died as well, but, you know. I went careening down the mountain for a bit.
Is this what you call a snowbird?
That's what you call RVs in America, don't you? Snowbirds.
No, snowbirds is Canadians going down to Florida or Arizona in the wintertime.
Yeah, some of the RVs they all go to Arizona,
Yeah.
Slab City, and places like that.
Okay, time to learn how to slew. I've never used it before. I have no idea how to work it.
Y and F4 to lift yourself up, and then the numpad is for the directions. But it's the opposite. Like if you want to go left, you gotta press 6. It's like the French right is left.
Droite or gauche?
Yeah, droite ou gauche.
Excuse my Australian accent. Je parle un petit peu.
Okay, I'm up.
Hablo un poco de español.
Moi, je parle français, pas espagnol.
De chino, de coreo, de japonés, italiano, Mandarin.
Now Mandarin I learnt Mandarin.
Yeah, I taught myself 2003. I did first lesson in the living language book, and then I never did it again, but I still remember what I learned. It was ni hao ma, wahan hao, dasini dai dai ma, she she, zaijian zaijian. So that's hi, how are you? I'm fine. Is this your wife? Thank you. Goodbye.
Shishi.
Yeah.
So you made off with the wife?
Yeah.
No, he's just tracking. He's just
So then, on campus, there was a lot of Chinese students. We had English as a second language building, and so I made some friends there. And I'd tell a guy, I'd point to a girl, I'd be like, "Dashini dai dai ma," like, "Is this your wife?" and like, this is like one of the first things I asked him. Like, I just meet him. Dashini dai dai ma. Oh no! I was so embarrassed, and then like the girl hears me saying this, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, it was."
But
it's-
popcorn. Which means
What
you're
inspired you to learn that?
Well,
speaking
it's-
very good Mandarin.
Well, it's because I had a Chinese friend. Like when I came out here for university, I was like, "Hey, you got International Frosh Week. Hey, can I join? Like, I'm not international, but I'm from out of province. I don't know the area." I said, "Yeah, sure." So I went to an event, and then became friends with a Chinese guy, and then him and his friend, they actually tried to teach me numbers and stuff. And then there was just a couple of years ago, I was back in university full time doing some accounting stuff before the MBA, and I was in a group project. We had to work throughout the summer together, and it was with 4 Chinese students. So hanging out with them all the time while I was trying to learn so I can like understand them, but also like be able to talk to them sometimes. And but they also spoke English. But I then learned colors, and then it was like I don't know, it was like yellow, and then it associated yellow with a peach, and then all these colors, and then it was black people. I'm like, what? This sounds like so racist. Like every other color, it's like something, and then black is people. So then we were in a coffee shop, and there was a black guy sitting close by. So I told the girl, I said something. I think it's hey Ren, black people, black person. And
people, yeah.
And then she laughed, but I was like just trying to use what I learned, and because it was like something like memorable, I was able to like to keep it, retain it. So yeah. And as
Sorry, go on, Pop.
well, I was gonna say, and when I said that, like she was like she's like, yeah, but then it was like, yeah, the guy wouldn't have known we were talking about him.
It's like any language you learn, unless you keep on using it or
Yeah.
living in the country, it does slip. I mean, I learned Mandarin back in the late 70s, but unless you're practicing all the time, it slips.
Yeah.
Bit like over where you are now, Popcorn. Do you speak a lot of French?
No, not really. Like
Are we going right past this airport?
VNDP. I don't know. Maybe Tolstoy. Are you there?
Well, I guess I was outside taking a look at the scenery, and yeah, I turned and passed right over it. I can
Okay.
turn around. I can turn around and right over top of it.
Yeah. And as soon as I said that, your name tag went away. Now it's back.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going on to the next one.
It,
no,
air show says
Landing
8,200
Landing gear.
feet.
Landing gear.
I have 12,000
Landing
feet to
gear.
lose.
Landing gear. Landing
Oh.
gear.
Are you going to come back to it?
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Well, I've just
Landing gear.
only just barely
Landing
gone past
gear.
it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that far ahead.
I'll go down then. It looks like the runway is full of trees.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's just popped up
Landing
here
gear.
5 mile away.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
This is going to ear pop into sync.
I've given up on my
Landing
eardrums a
gear.
long time ago.
Landing gear.
Yeah, so anyway,
Landing
Popcorn,
gear.
sorry, I was asking
Landing
about,
gear.
in your area in Canada, do they speak French or?
Well, there's about like 12, 14,000 francophones, whether they're from France, whether they're Acadian French, or if they're from Quebec, because of the military base here. A lot of Quebecers here, but at the firm, I only had one job, one engagement where I had to go over to New Brunswick, and it was a French engagement. Other than that, never had a French work. But in the banking, telephone banking, I was pretty much 95% French.
Because you've got, you know, your name, you're French heritage, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, because from
Nice.
Eastern.
Nice touch and go there, Breezy.
I had no choice.
Eastern Ontario, there's it's mostly bilingual because you're right close to the Quebec border.
Yeah, it's fairly short, only 1,500 feet long.
Oh boy, is it ever short?
Gotta be on those reversers quick.
Oh, I love the sound of that reverse thrust.
In the morning,
That's great. But I must admit, sometimes, you know, in the morning, you have people hanging around and you go and do your walk around the plane and you do your fuel tests, and so you fill up the test tube, you smell it and then you pretend to drink it.
I like the smell of avgas in the morning.
Yeah.
Parking brake on. Here we go.
Somebody's floating in the air there.
Oh, thank you, Rox. You saved my life. You crushed it too.
What are you flying now, Dreezy? 7.
Longitude.
Oh.
Did you crash then, Sizzling?
Yeah, right in the rocks.
Yeah, I just went past and saw you upside down there.
Oh, still too fast.
Oh, wow. A lot of people around here.
I don't have a runway on my screen.
That's
The
sweet. I can
DLC.
go back to your stream and watch myself crash. Oh wait, you looked away at the time.
I was lucky.
Is this one of the
Is it?
DLC?
Yeah,
DLC
yeah.
extra?
Yeah, DLC.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
say,
didn't
because
know.
there's not
I
even a
didn't know.
runway on mine.
Yeah, I
Should
didn't
be,
load the DLCs, but I've still got the runway.
It's got all these rocks on the side.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Oh, that's better.
There you go.
Come on, brakes, work.
Oh, you made it.
I made it.
Now you gotta do the reverse thrust.
Yeah.
Made it.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, we can take off to the final frontier whenever you guys are.
So I'm halfway there.
We're only halfway through the flight plan.
No, I said I'm almost halfway there to the final one.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing there's a valley at the end of that runway.
You overshoot, did you?
Oh, I still got the landing gear.
I think we're gonna need a nice flat flight after this.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday.
Run some islands or some beaches or something.
Wednesday's Tampa to Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
That'll be flat.
Go. Because when we get to the end, then you can launch into outer space.
Get arrow.
But, yeah, we'll go switch into Kerbal Space Station. Take off.
Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, a space program.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I think I've got maybe 14 hours in that.
Oh yeah.
I never really got
In Kerbal?
far.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Kerbal.
I'd have hundreds of hours.
Yeah. Kind of need to start reading manuals for that game though to get the most out of it.
Yeah, same here.
And watching videos,
Yeah.
watching that Scott Manley, bunch of stuff like that.
Orbiter is pretty interesting too.
Oh yeah, the space shuttle sim.
The only thing I ever
Yeah.
did was fly the shuttle on, land the shuttle on X-Plane.
As well as fictitious aircraft or spacecraft.
I think I went in the real space shuttle sim. And
You think you did?
yeah, Johnson. I was like 6 years old, man.
Oh yeah.
At Johnson Space Center. So I know they had something there you could walk in and they had a cockpit for the space shuttle.
Cool.
Where are you going, Trent? Going for that landing? Where Gunpilot is?
Yeah, I just had a landing waiting for you. Just taking off again.
Spinning around.
Hey, Dreezy.
What's going on? I can smell
Looking
you.
good.
Are you guys holding wingtips or something? You look like you're right on top of each other.
Almost.
Just let them do their thing, man.
A couple of lovebirds.
Yeah. It's 2020.
Airplanes are people too.
Yeah, longitudes are people too.
So it shows up as like an airliner for me, so it just looks like you're aerial refueling.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing it. Yeah, no, I'm seeing him as a longitude, but I don't even have that installed at the moment. That's bizarre.
What do you mean?
Well, oh, it's because I have it in my. Well, yeah, never mind. It's because I have it in my game.
You know, that is just the strangest word coming out of your mouth.
What?
Game.
Oh.
It's a simulator.
Oh,
I was just taking a look to see where the races are for iRacing. The Formula 3 at Mount Panorama.
Yeah, Bathurst.
Yeah,
Australia.
I've never done it in the F3, but I've done it in a GT3 and
That's the biggest race of the year in Australia.
yeah, the Bathurst 1000.
Yeah.
But in an F3 car.
Bathurst.
Well, the the V8 supercars, they're still doing 300 kilometres an hour down
Yeah,
that Conrod Straight. You go on YouTube, you'll see absolutely phenomenal crashes.
oh yeah.
yeah. Bathurst is not that far from here. Actually, Trent's close to Bathurst.
You mean Bathurst?
Bathurst, yeah. You don't pronounce the H. Bathurst.
There's even footage on YouTube you'll see where, you know, V8 supercar about 200 mile an hour plows into a kangaroo.
I almost crashed into a kangaroo coming out of work the other day.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
I just love the airfield, man.
Probably a bit of green grass around the edges, mate.
Not even close. Like a fire hazard at the moment.
That's kind of Australia in the whole.
It's Australia as a whole. I love it though.
What's the temp up there today, Teresa?
No idea, aircon's on.
It's supposed to be quite warm.
It's currently 30. It's not too bad.
That's with the aircon on or just...
No, that's
How do you people live?
with aircon. Oh,
Yeah.
where'd you go? Toy Story?
Toy Story.
Tell a story.
I've been called worse.
Yeah.
You're gone. Where'd you go? I don't want to be the leader.
Is it
It must just be a
There you are.
connection. It comes and
Shit.
goes.
I don't want to be in charge.
But it's funny.
Let's see.
Often I will get the big grayed out screen saying, "Oh, you've lost connection." But lately, I haven't even been getting notification, which suits me fine. But I guess it comes and goes once in a while.
Thank you, Airshow. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
It's supposed to be up in the high 40 degrees through this heat wave. I think
Yeah, that's what I was
mid,
asking.
like next week or something. Like
Yeah,
Brisbane,
I
we're not
suppose
really getting it, but
Yeah,
it's still going to be hot.
I suppose it's summertime down there, or getting on summertime.
Yeah, but there's also a big heat wave that's got on a stretch all the way from the top of Australia all the way down to the south, and it's just sweeping across the entire.
Backwards season things compared to the northern hemisphere.
It's insane.
It's like it's warm today. It's 7.
30 degrees is getting a bit warmer than I'd like, but up at 35, 36 degrees, that's when it's just
Yeah,
ugh,
that's
over it.
unfortunate.
I'm just so over it.
The problem with the temperature up there, mate, is we'll have 35 here, but it's a dry heat. Up there, it'll be 30 degrees.
It's
and
just
that's
humid.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, humidity is the worst.
Yeah, it's hot and humid up here.
Go to Darwin.
Yeah, I'm good.
You hop inside your car, and quite seriously, one breath and all the windows go white. The humidity is so high.
Well, actually, the humidity, my car parked in the sun and it melted my gear selector. The gear knob
Jeez.
legitimately melted the plastic on it. It just gets so hot. There's a video I've seen online where a guy has a frying pan and he puts it on the road. And then he waits about 2 minutes, probably not even 2 minutes, and then he cracks an egg open on it and cooks himself breakfast on the road. It's that hot.
I watched a guy just cracked an egg on his car bonnet and cooked it.
Yeah, car bonnets, that's pretty standard, but on the road, mate, it's like, that's hot.
Standard, he says.
Airshow says last airport 9750 feet. Runway's 2810.
Guy's a real know-it-all.
The little map gives you so much more info than the VFR map.
Little.
I'm slowing down by about 5 knots. Up
No.
I
here.
noticed.
You notice?
Awful at formation flying.
Now I have to retrim.
Saw another photo online of a guy who, again in Australia, was walking on the road, and his okay, are you guys aware with what thongs are or flip flops?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thongs are a little different up here.
Yeah, right. Blokes wear thongs all the time here. So, yeah, and they melted to the road as he was walking. It looked like he just walked through chewing gum where they would pull off the road.
Wow.
You ever think that people weren't supposed to live in Australia?
Well, not us white folk anyway. No way. I'm at like 80% throttle in this thing. I'm just keeping up with you guys.
What are you in, a King Air?
I'm in a jet.
I think I'm on top of this.
See Trent's getting closer.
Jersey's just in a giant Airbus for me, so.
I'm really not.
Yeah, I don't have the longitude, so. It comes up as an Airbus.
We've got more people viewing on Twitch than there are people on this flight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, you got 15 viewers now.
with you not being on YouTube, how come we don't see you doing your aerobatics after 15 likes?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you guys were streaming today because nothing came up on YouTube. I logged on this morning, so everyone was in Discord. I was like, oh, all right.
No, he's been streaming on Twitch for like a month now.
Yeah.
In lieu of YouTube.
Yeah, in lieu of YouTube.
Kicked off YouTube basically
Twitch
because
offered
the
him
big
more
dinger.
cookies.
Tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Dinger got him kicked off.
So rather than 15 likes, do a barrel roll. Now it's 15 subs in one event. Then I'll do a barrel roll.
That's a lot of subs.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of subs.
That's a lot of cuts at 19,000 feet too.
Yeah.
15 barrel rolls per like.
You got a lot of time to recover it from 15,000.
One sub is what, $5 a month?
Yeah. Which is
I just realized I had flaps out. That's why I'm so slow.
Which is like 250 for me, 250 for Bezos.
Yeah.
Unless you have Bezos dollars,
Yeah.
then it's you're using Bezos dollars, not your dollars. That's the smart way of doing it.
If I ever get Amazon Prime again, also.
All right, so the doing the barrel roll, whatever. Come on, dude, that's a no go. Come on. After,
It's like celebrity status.
listen, no. After like 15 likes or so subscribes or whatever, because you have the camera now, I think you should like have to eat a hot pepper while you make a landing.
Overspeed.
Well, I almost had that for supper tonight, but I decided I was going to push it off till tomorrow.
Landing gear.
Jalapeno with cheese.
Jalapeno? No. Hot pepper.
Hot pepper. That's not hot.
Ghost pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have to get you up and do it.
Ghost pepper.
At least into the habaneros, into the ghost peppers, something.
You don't want to see. You don't want to see me fly anymore.
Landing
We
gear.
want to see you crying, and you'll be, you know,
Yeah.
throwing up a little bit
He
and
wants
stuff
to
like
see
that.
physical.
Landing gear.
That's nice.
Landing gear.
You
Things
want to
coming
get
out
like,
both ends.
Landing
you
gear.
want to become
Yeah, we don't need
famous,
to see
buddy?
that.
This is how it's done.
There's a guy on YouTube who I saw. He has one of those vapes, and he crushed up some
Landing gear.
ghost pepper powder and mixed it with his juice and inhaled it, and nearly coughed up a lung.
Oh God, why?
What
For the views, man.
Christ.
Yes.
So the hottest pepper is called the Carolina Reaper.
That's the one he used.
Sounds friendly.
That
Yeah,
was
no,
the one.
yeah, you got to eat one of those, dude. If you get a certain amount of subscribers, I'll send you the pepper. I'll get you one.
What about Waldo peppers?
Yeah. The FS Elite, they got back to me, so I asked them for a little more details. Is like, you know, you're not getting paid, but you can get all this free stuff. I'm like, I got all this free stuff. Like, all right. But then they said, you know, we can help your channel grow. If you want, we can give you referrals to channels that have worked with us before. One was Aussie Flight Sim. I was like,
No, thank you.
but then I looked at the YouTube channel. They have 18,000. Aussie Flight Sim's got like what, 50, 60,000?
60,000.
And I was like, I'm on the fence about it. Like, I put the they wanted me to do this application. Then they said, well, it's up to the video creator department to accept my application. It makes it sound like it's this big corporate job, but it's doing stuff for free. And I'm like, and the perks of getting stuff for free, I've got the connections. Which is guy? This
Bing
guy's
Digger.
one of them. Yeah, I know.
You already
Bing
know
Digger.
people.
That's right.
Sounds like it's a no-go at Popcorn.
Like to me to build someone else's, because I had this experience with sports management games where the guy wanted me to do like exclusive tutorials for him, and then all like my series I could put it on my channel. Well,